How you doing, guys? I'm gonna do a quick video on an FT8 setup. My FT8 is running on my Windows 10 laptop off of my 7300, and I'm just gonna go over some finer points. Right? I'm not gonna go into a whole setup of the FT8 from beginning to end, but I do get questions from guys that they're not decoding, and also their dB level is up in the red, up above 80. Well, what I found was your best place to be is right at 50% on a heavy band condition, and that'll decode very quickly. All right, so how to set that up is on my 7300. This is how I have it set. I have everything set at 50%, 50%, and the USB mod level is 40%. All right, that's where I have that set. And how to get into the sound card. You have to adjust your sound card to make sure that this is in the green. It can't be in the red. So what you do is, especially if you're running a radio with a built-in sound card and you're not running a Rig Blaster or a Signal Link, go into your speakers, go into sounds. Once you go into sounds, go into your recording. Right, see where your recording is? All right. This is your audio, code DX or codex. Right. This is my my USB audio. Excuse me, my voice is a little sore just from being a little under the weather. Double click on that. Right. When I double click on it, you go to levels. I keep it at 10. If you bring that audio up too high, bring it up to about 60. See where we're at? Too high. We're up at 80. Make sure you bring that down to about 10. That's where I found the happy medium, especially on heavy band conditions. You see some videos guys talk about bringing it up to 30. Well, I find that's too high. Yeah, you're not going to decode enough. You're not going to decode fast enough. So, like I said, we'll go over it one more time. Go into speakers, sounds. Once you get into your sounds, go into your recording, go into your USB code or your USB port number 5, your USB audio codecs, double click on it, go into levels, and make sure that microphone, the incoming audio from your sound card, is at 10, and that'll keep your dB in the green. You don't want it to get up to 60. You want to keep it at between 40 and 50, and that's where you're going to get a nice decode. It's going to run fast. It's going to decode all day. I don't have a problem. I run the radio all day. I don't have a problem with it decoding. Now, on the radio, like I did say, we're going to go back into connections a little bit. All right. I keep my baud rate at 11.5200. All right. Also, here's a thing that I tell guys. Make sure when you look at your COM ports, I'm at COM port number 5, 11.5200, 11.5200, 8, 1, none, and I have mine set to fake it. That's my split operation. That's where I find it runs the best. COM port 5 and RTS for the audio. Make sure that what you do is go up into your device manager. So we'll go into the device manager. I do it a different way. I do it the old man way. And I type in go into the device manager. go into your ports. Here's my port, right? My COM5. That's my port, my COM5. Go in there, go into port settings. Make sure they marry up with the settings on your WSJTX. These settings have to marry up with your port settings. Make sure they marry up. Sometimes they don't. If they don't marry up, you're going to get defaults and you're not going to decode. So make sure they marry up. 8, none, 1, none. And your baud rate marries up with your radio. And your baud rate here also has to marry up with the baud rate on the settings of your WSJTX. See? 115-200, 8, 1, none, and I have it set to fake it. Right? All got to marry up. Your COM port. You might have to download some drivers for your ports. So make sure your drivers are updated. If your drivers are not updated, you won't run, it won't decode, and you'll have problems. So, this is coming from a guy that's not a very computer savvy guy. I learned it from trial and error, and it was quite simple. Just like I said, make sure everything marries up, and you'll have a pleasant time with the FT8. The FT8 with the WSJTX program. It's a really fun mode, and I'm having a blast with it. So 73s, guys. Joe, N2 CEP 73s.